Right back with Mr. Colin Covert. Follow him on Twitter at Colin Covert. Check out Variety tomorrow. How many of the movies in total will be reviewed tomorrow?
Close to 24.
That's a lot of movies. That's a lot of movies.
You know what that is? That's a lot of work hours.
That is
a lot of work hours.
That's a lot of work hours. Okay,
Yeah.
give me another.
Incidentally, folks, check me out on Facebook too.
Yeah.
Facebook is for old people.
Yeah.
You know that.
Yep.
But it's so much bigger than Twitter.
Yeah.
So check it out. You know, friend me up. I'll friend you back. You push my brand, I'll push yours.
What will you provide on Facebook that you will not provide on Twitter? Is anything different that you try to suit that way? Maybe you biking on Facebook. It's tough for Dan to do that. Twitter, right? You know?
You can visit a personal side of my life that you would just find fascinating.
Well, that could be problematic. You never know. Okay, give me another movie. Give me another.
Another movie that I thought was really, really cool. Okay, this is so weird. This is so weird, you guys.
Good, I want to hear.
You know, I don't even know who I want to say should see it because it's so bizarre. But there's a movie called Vore King, Vore King.
Okay.
Ooh, what does that mean? Well, I didn't know either.
Yeah.
And it's a documentary, and it's based on a guy who was, to none of my knowledge, but apparently had a tiny but fierce following. This guy is a sort of an auteur of low-budget video movie making. Well, what kind of low-budget videos does he make, Colin? You say, well, I said the kind that you can sell on sort of online, let's not call it, a naughty word, but let's say adult. Let's say they're quite adult. Well, what kind of films are they, Colin? They are films of guys dressed up in monster suits, gigantic monster suits, like a giant octopus or something like that, with bright colors on them and everything like that.
This sounds like the strangest movie I've ever heard of.
What they do is they come after damsels in distress who are screaming and can't get away. Oh, help, help. And they eat them. They go, and they swallow them. Why do they do that,
Colin? I think you're talking about a dream.
The reason that they do that, it is dreamlike. It really is. But there is apparently a psychological situation called vorophilia, which is a sense of excitement brought about by images of monstrous creatures consuming ladies. This is a film that follows this guy, and he's a weird character because he's not crazy.
Wouldn't have guessed that from his movie.
He's a little crazy, but he has this weird kind of creativity that he brings to this bizarro notion of here are movies that I want to make. And it's a portrait of the artist is a very strange man. So Vore King, and so why do I mention?
Wow.
Because he's from here. He worked in Minneapolis and Madison. So he's between the two cities. So he's a Midwestern star in his own genre. So Vore King is like absolutely holy mackerel. What's going on here?
How do you come up with that concept? Right? I mean, I just don't even understand.
I think for some people, it's just something they're born with.
Right. And I'm glad.
Yeah.
I'm glad they provide us that option. Now,
what can I say?
Adam mentioned Sean.